Welcome to the Rockingham Motor Speedway in Rockingham, North Carolina. And today we have the NASCAR AI Cup Series race here at Rockingham. Well, last week's race at Talladega, very good. Resulted in a Nick Bondinello win and a great win for PlayStation Motorsports as they get their first win on the season. Let's get to our grid. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez in the 44 on pole for this race. Christos Cherney in that 27 on second. Yannick Sayas in the 69 third. Robbie Gervasi in the 28. Teammates fourth. Kostaki Corvesses with another great qualifying run, starting fifth in that number 12. Laban Van Leer in the 60 starting sixth. Vince Henschel in the 3 will start 7th. Carlos Morales in the 16 starting 8th. Austin Rez in the 2 starting 9th. Georgia Kirifides in the 10, starting 10th. Alex Barrios in the 29, starting 11th, with teammate Yuri Villegas in 12th in that 33. John Bergermouth Sr. starting 13th in that 38. Don't count him out of any of these races. 14th, Xavier Dawkins-Batiste in that 22, with Austin K. Mitchell in 15th in that 8. 16th is going to be Astro Kirifides in the 11. John Bergermouth Jr. 17th in that 36. Eleni Kirifides in the 15, starting 18th. Nicky Sophias in the 19th in the 19th position in that one car. Dennis Sharp in the 5 starting 20th. Robert Thompson at 23 starting 21st. Nicholas Bondinello, last week's winner, starting 22nd in the 71. Cameron Face in that 18 starting 23rd, with Perry Marulakis starting 24th in that 7. Jordan Kirifides in the 21 starting 25th. Chase Monzalewski in the 17 starting 26th. George Kirifides Jr. in that 35 starting 27th. Peter Hilme in the 77 starting 28th. Jordan Jung in the 6 starting 29th. Buddy Morales in the 99 starting 30th. Nick Sedaris in the 31 starting 31st. Zach Murs starting 32nd in the 06. Charlie Birch in the 33rd spot in the 81. Scruffy Dog, Season 2 champion, 14 car in 34th. Simba Kirifides Jr., Season 1 champion, starting 35th in the 34, and rounding out your field in 36 is George Kirifides in that number 4. Well, as we get ready to go green today from Rockingham, we look, this is race number 10, so we're already halfway through the regular season. We'll have 9 races to go till the end of the regular season, and then 10 races after that in the playoffs to crown a new champion. So today, really looking, this race is going to matter for a lot of people, a lot of guys, and a lot of girls who want to go in and win, lock themselves in the playoffs, and just hope that something happens to benefit their part. But all we could look at is who has a shot. And, well, from what we saw in Xfinity, I don't think anybody in the back is really going to have anything unless the entire field wrecks. It's not really good for George Kirifides, as he struggling lately. If there's more than 16 winners, he may be knocked out of the playoffs. Well, we're gridding now. And we are ready to get going. As you see, the new Chevys up front. Not even Camaro. Well, they are Camaros, but they're just Chevys. Or no, they're not. They're not even Camaros. They're just Chevys. But we could lie. They're Camaros at heart. Well, Chevys, Fords, more Fords, a Toyota, and a Chevy. And then some more Chevys and Fords. So we get ready to go green here. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez, surprising pole sitter, as he struggled as of late, but looking to change his trajectory here. And I guess that's what's most important about this. One race can change your whole entire season with the playoff format, but when we go into the chase, you're going to have to be consistent. Well, Yannick Sayas right there in the 69 Grillos Pickles car, also looking for his second win of his career, with Robbie Gervasi also up on the top line looking for his first win of his career. So we're going to get ready to go green right now. Pace car knocks into pit road. Green flag in the air. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez off. We are off to the races here at Rockingham. And let me put the ticker up so I don't forget. The Hardee's 500 at Rockingham. Is now on board with Cherney as, well, we just found his stride. Lap 2 of 55. So they're doing 10 more laps here than the Xfinity Series did. And in the Xfinity Series, a lot of stuff happened. We had a flip. Chase Ingram went around, flipped over, got hit in his door and flipped. So, somebody who could talk about flipping, that's Yannick Sidias in second place. He flipped at Dover a couple weeks ago, and the caution's already out. 3 laps in, Astro Kirifitis with heavy damage, and the engine is smoking. Perry Marilakis also involved. We're going to take a look at this one. First caution of the day. Here it is. Jordan Kirifitis gets loose, and Astro just gets into Perry. Perry hard hitting the wall. Astro sliding, trying to get the car back underway. He slid it well, but still heavy damage to that right side, to that left side. I'm going to take a look from Perry's point of view now. Full speed. Looks like, ooh, he just got up the racetrack, and it looks like maybe the one hit the wall, and he just lost all control of the car. But he got it back rolling. That's all that matters. And they're both still in the field right now. Under caution for the first time today, lap 5. We're currently under our first caution. Well, we can figure it out. A huge race today. Playoff implications, and you don't want to wreck out to start it off. Now 2 by 2 back. Space car's lights are off, so we're ready to go back green. And as we get ready to go green once again, pace car pulls off. Green flag back in the air. Highline once again getting a good jump. Yannick Sidiak gets a better jump though, but he's going to have the highline, and that's going to be a big issue. That highline is really bad here for some reason. He's going to get a good run off the corner. Even after that wreck, everybody's still in the field. I think most importantly, Sim Karafitas Jr. or John Bergamot Jr. have to get into the playoffs here for their team, because this season's not been a great one for them. Yannick Silla continues to try to push forward through this field to try to get past Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to push Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez up the racetrack, and he's stuck up there. He's going to open up a door for Christos Cherney to have a shot. No. Robbie Gervaisi's going to pass him. Running back through the field now, we have a battle. It's Kostaki Corvesis and Laban Van Leer, Dover winner. As Kostaki tries to find his first Cup win, he's got an AI Gen 4 Series win. He's been thrusted into the Cup with the Bruce Dudley firing from Penske. So now he's trying to find a way in that Advanced Auto Parts number 12. To win a race and lock himself in. Now the back straightaway, he's going to try to look to the inside. Doesn't have enough. I think by next lap he should catch him. Kostaki's a GKR driver in the Xfinity Series, but when Penske asked him to step up, he took the opportunity, as it could help him in the future. Get a new ride, move up in this series, and if he continues to race good, he may get a ride in this series. It's down the back straightaway they go. Lap 15 of 55. And Yannick Sidias is leading still. We're going to take you to Get Loud. Crank it up. All right, currently lap 20, and Yannick Sidias still leading, but Robbie Gervaisi has made a move for second. That 28 Hellman's car, he's been with GKR his entire career from season 1 on to now, and he's on the hot seat because he has not been able to win a race in that career. He may be moving down to Xfinity, if anything, if he cannot find any speed this season. And one of those guys also on the hot seat is Robert Thompson. He's had massive issues with that race car all season long. Chase Mazelewski behind him, trying to find a way around. Robert Thompson currently sits in 21st. Yannick Sidias with Robbie Geraci behind him, and then Cherney, Gonzalez, Kirifides, Laban Van Leer, Corvesis, Henschel, Villegas, and Plavridis in this front pack. So a lot of Chevys. Yanni running that Grillo's Pickle scheme. He's won a race in it. Richmond playoffs season 2. But looking to try to get himself actually into the playoffs to assist his teammate George Kirifides in that playoff push. And now 25 laps through. Almost to the halfway point, I think. Lap 30 wouldn't be, it would be lap 27, lap 28, somewhere in the middle of that. Once we hit lap 30, it'll be 25 to go. Right now, everybody's biggest focus is on Yannick Sidia and trying to catch him and pass him for the lead. Through turn 2 out onto the back straightaway. Now Rockingham is a weird course because NASCAR stopped racing here with the Cup Series. I think in 2012. Track was not used until last year. So now this is a new Rockingham. Last year we ran old Rockingham. New Rockingham is repaved. But even still, drivers are still going to have to brake when they run into the corners because it is so banked, so tight, the corners, that you're going to slide up the racetrack and use a lot of tire if you try to go in fast. All right, we're about halfway through this race now. Almost 25 to go in the Hardee's 500. Yannick Sidia has shown why he's a force. So now, Saki Corvus is the first one to go into pit. Interesting decision. Does he have damage? Yes, he's got front end damage. But is it anything terrible? We'll see if this is only for... Charlie Birch has also wrecked. Oh, Charlie Birch with big damage. What just happened? Let's take a look. Charlie Birch coming out. Oh, and Astro got into Astro and just into the wall hard. And he's going to be able to drive it away. But I want to see what happened to Kostaki as well, because if that was... Just got into his pit stall, but we hope that's not big damage for him, but doesn't really look like anything good. Let's take a look. He got into Laban Van Leer and hard into the wall. Yeah, that may be... Oh, man. What a save. He didn't go around. But even still, that's going to hurt his race. As he's sitting in the pits. He's sitting in the pits. Yannick Sidia with 23 to go. Now continuing to push that race car to try to get towards the end of this race. Just praying that a caution doesn't come out. We're going to go back to a quick commercial break. $15 to go here from the Hardee's 500, and Yanni still leads. And he still put a big gap on Robbie Gervasi, his teammate, in second. So the real thing is now, Yanni's only worried about the consistent laps that he's got to run. He cannot control the rest of the field. You just got to run good laps. '69 out of turn 4. 13 to go. Grillo's pickle machine. Yannick said, yeah. Robbie Gervasi behind him. He could have a chance to lap the field as well, as both Charlie Birch and Kostaki Corvettes are still in pits. They've fallen a couple laps down. You can see the back of the pack over there. Yanni's going to have to deal with lap traffic very soon if he catches them within the next 12 laps. 11 to go. Now from Rockingham. 9 races left in the season. None of them are huge except for Pocono Well, yeah, Pocono, Atlanta, and Daytona are huge races for guys to get wins at, but everything else is you're going to have to know the track that you're at, you're going to have to know the way the tires wear, and you're going to have to run it very well. Here's Kostaki Corvesas coming out of the pits. He's back on the track now. 17 laps down. So that crew has gotten the damage fixed. Nine to go here from the Hardee's 500. This is GTV Sports on the Mr. Snake channel for the GKR AI Racing Series. This is the Walmart AI Cup Series. Right now, the big thing that everybody's worried about is Yanni going to be able to stay out to this lead without anything else happening around him? First year in the Mustang for Yannick Sia. He was driving Toyota last year when the Cup cars were ARCA. This year in Cup, has not found his footing. Flipped at Dover a couple weeks ago. He went over big time. In an interview, he thought he was just the unluckiest dude in the world. Because he had really good cars every week. It just could not get them going anywhere. And now he finds himself leading this race with 5 to go. Really good friends too, Kostaki and Yannick Sidia, right next to each other. One behind the other. I don't even think Kostaki's going to battle. Charlie Birch also out of the pits now, 19 laps down with the damage that he had. And there's lap traffic, as you can see. I don't think he'll catch them though. Three to go here from the Hardee's 500 at The Rock. 2 cautions early on have shaped this race to be a really good one. But one man has figured out his race car and been able to run this thing all the way to the end. Two to go. Yannick Sidia. 2 circuits around left. Into turn 3 and 4. He's going to get the white flag this time. White flag is out from the Hardee's 500. Yannick Sidia has 4 turns to go through turns 1 and 2. Robbie's closed the gap, but I don't even think it's enough. It's about a 3-second gap. Yanni through turns 3 and 4. Yannick Sidias is going to come out of turn 4 and win the Hardee's 500 at Rockingham. And he has locked himself into the playoffs for the time being. GKR's second win on the year in the Walmart Cup Series. And it comes from that 69 Grillo's Pickles machine of Yannick Sidia. Really good race by him. He's found everything, and he was able to get it done. We're going to get the results right now. Yannick Sidia comes home in first, with Robbie Gervasi, teammate, coming home second. Third, Christos Cherney. Fourth, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. Fifth, Georgia Kirifides. Sixth, Laban Van Leer. Seventh, Vince Henschel. Eighth, Yuri Villegas. Ninth, Alex Pavridis. 10th, John Sr. 11th, Xavier Dawkins-Batiste. 12th, Cameron Face. 13th, Austin K. Mitchell. 14th, Nicholas Bondinello. 15th, Dennis Sharp. 16th, Eleni Kirifides. 17th, Carlos Morales. 18th, Nicky Sophias. 19th is going to be John Bergermouth Jr. 20th, Austin Rez. 21st, Chase Ponzalewski. 22nd, Jordan Kirifides. 23rd, Jordan Jung. 24th, Robert Thompson. 25th, Nick Sedaris. 26th, Zach Mers. 27th, Peter Hilme. 28th, Perry Marilakis. 29th, Astro Kirifides. 30th, Buddy Morales. 31st, Scruffy Dog. 32nd, Siba Kirifides Jr. 33rd, George Jr. 34th, George Kirifides. 35th, Kostaki Corvesis. And rounding out the field in 36th is Charlie Birch. Well, a great race from the Rock today, and we get ready to move on to next week. More playoff implications as the season goes down, and most importantly, a couple big races coming up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit that follow button, or hit the like button and comment. Pick your favorite drivers before it's too late. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.